Everybody got a story to tell. Some tell the truth, some tell lies. Look into my eyes, tell me what you see, but really what you want from me. I tell them put up or shut up. Put up or shut up. I tell them put up or shut up. 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 They wanna take us out, not out to eat. Out of competition, make all your efforts discreet. Don't tell them how you move and let them see results. When we do it for the gram, we doing the most. Visualize, been in dirt, but still I rise. Some folk died broke, but they paid their tithes.
Shaka Da Pharoah,
B-Ezzy, and today we have special guests with us again. This week we have Mr. Ray here and Mrs. Brittany.
Hey y'all.
and this is beautiful. No, beautiful randomness coming at the end, cuz.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. It's beautiful randomness, and that was random.
It was.
That fits.
Well.
That fits. So it was good. How y'all doing?
Good.
You doing good? Doing good. Well, welcome to the show. Thank y'all for coming, joining us on this podcast.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all presence. No doubt,
for having us.
No doubt, no doubt. So, to everybody, Brittany and Ray, or Ray and Brittany, are friends of ours, and they are soon to be married, right?
Yes.
Y'all got a date set already?
Yeah.
It's December 18th.
Oh, okay. I ain't know it was a secret. No, that's what's up.
No, it's not a secret.
Yeah, that's gonna come quick.
It's out there.
Yeah,
That's gonna come
it
quick.
is.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Y'all get married right before Christmas.
Yeah, it just happened to work out that way.
Y'all gonna do a big wedding? Flower
Yeah,
grills?
a traditional
yeah.
Ghanaian wedding.
Traditional wedding.
I'm gonna have to Google that, see how it look.
Yeah.
You had the
You
garms
can-
on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the
That would be
custom
slick.
kente.
Yeah, flowers in your hair and shit.
Probably
Yeah.
chains,
No, they
beads
give you,
and stuff. That's what they
You
do.
get the crown and the jewelries. And,
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
YouTube it, you can watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Cause I know a lot of Ghana people, I just never seen a wedding.
Yeah, it's nice.
So Ray's from Ghana. You probably can hear Brittany's accent. She's from the States. So they'll be getting married in Ghana. I hope to come, man. Maybe I can do Christmas in Ghana.
Yes, I
That'd
hope
be
y'all,
dope.
both of
Yeah,
y'all.
that'd
want
be
you-
It
dope.
should
if
be,
y'all
it
can,
should be
it'll be
crazy.
nice.
Christmas in
Good
Africa
food,
is-
good partying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
party.
Ghanaians like to drink
Food
and
party.
eat.
Yeah.
That's how I know my ancestors
How did
probably
y'all
come from
meet?
there. So my friend Q, you guys both know Quintia.
Okay.
She had met Ray maybe a month or so prior to me actually arriving in Kuwait.
Okay.
And so we worked together, and she invited me out to the Cup.
Mhm.
Cup, the
The
infamous
Cup,
cup.
yeah.
It
And she
goes
was like,
down in
"Are
the
you
Cup."
single?" And I'm like, "Yeah, girl, I'm single, ready to
Right.
mingle." You
Right,
know.
word.
And she was like, "Okay, so do you like this guy?" She showed me a picture of him, and I was like, "Yeah," you know. And she was like, "All right, I'm gonna have him come to
Right,
the Cup
right.
that night," and I was like, "Bet, let's do this," you know. And so yeah, he ended up coming. He didn't want to initially. From after the fact, I
Yeah.
found out she had to do some coercing to get him there.
He was shy.
I guess.
He was shy.
Well, what'd you say, baby?
I wasn't shy. I was like, I got work tomorrow, so I can't move it. It's already
It was late. It was like 9:10.
no 10:30.
Oh, okay.
It was then. I remember the time and everything.
You do?
Yeah.
Man, he was about his business.
Hey,
He said,
that's
"Look,
it.
Yeah.
It's a little late for this
That's
type of
it.
stuff."
Yep.
But that's what's up. He went, but you showed up anyway.
Yeah, I showed up because she wouldn't let me. She was like, "Hey boy, wake up your eyes and come over here." I
Yeah.
was like, "What do you mean? I told you I'm not coming out." I was like, "Hey, listen, I want you here right now. You want me to come pick you, or you gonna come?"
Right.
So I don't want her to come pick me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
because
right.
she's a lady. I need to respect her. I was like,
Right.
God damn, she puts me on the spot. So I gave her 10 minutes. I'll be there. I said, "Hey, 10 minutes. I'll be there. Don't come pick me. I'm coming." I put on my clothes. I get there and come the steps. Go up there, the Cup, and I saw a beautiful lady sitting around. And as I get in, she was sitting up at a corner, and then some dude sitting beside you, right? So Q was sitting behind, and there's a lady behind Q, and I was like, "Hello," I greet everybody, and then I just say, so I don't know who I'm talking to, I don't know what, but she's testing me. Q was testing me. I was like,
Who was who?
Yeah, exactly. Because I
Is
had
that
some name
actually?
on over here.
I don't know. I said, "Is that what I'm saying?" It's like, no. It's right there. I was like, someone sitting beside him. Like, no.
He didn't know it was me because
So then,
there was another American guy. He was sitting next to me, and he wasn't getting the hint that I wasn't interested, you know. So it was like it was just kind of how we sitting right now. Like, I was here, this was the guy, and then Ray sat at the head of the table, you know. And he wasn't getting a hint like the whole night. I wasn't interested in him. So when Ray sat down, I just kind of did one of these moves, and I was like, "Where are you from?" You know what I mean? Like,
buddy over there got the point, and he's
right. It took him a while, and he finally got it over there. But he's like, "Man."
She across the table was like, "Where you from?" I said, "I'm from Africa." What part of Africa? I'm from Africa, Ghana. Oh, okay. Did y'all eat zebra?
That was her first question. Do y'all eat zebra?
That came later on that night. I wasn't that ignorant.
No, we don't eat no zebra, no lion. What do you mean?
No, my first question was, can he have multiple wives? Because, you know, that's the thing over there. And I wanted to make sure, like...
Okay. After that, then you said y'all...
Yeah, that's when I started asking the deeper questions. And then I was like, can I be a part of your tribe? Like, or, you know, because I'm American.
Oh, you was
can
all
I be
in.
a part of the tribe? Yeah,
you was all in.
I'm trying to figure stuff out.
Wow, that's what's
like,
it was just something about him that attracted me to him. So I just wanted to, you know, play my cards and let him know.
So that means you very open-minded then. Because, you know, a lot of American women, where we at over here in this region, they say when American men date outside their culture, like we was talking last week with the other guest, and she was pretty much saying that when American man does that, they're saying that they either been hurt in the past or they got some type of issues going on and all this. Well, I'm told her, like, shit, when I go to China, I ain't looking for no American, I'm looking for some Chinese, you dig? If I go here, I'm looking for that. Like, that just, like, men more open-minded when it comes to relationships, what I think.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Have you always been like that, or that just something that just happened that day? Like, you just saying,
like,
man, I'm all in, you know what
I'm I've always been like that. Like, growing up and stuff, I can't necessarily say I've dated outside of my race, but I mean, I don't feel like I am because he's black and I'm black. You know,
well,
we just come from
not
different
race, culture.
Yeah, culture.
Like, culture can be.
I'm cool with that. I'm open. I'm down for whatever. I just want someone that's gonna make me happy.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not getting it where I'm at, then maybe it's time to try something different. I'm all about new experiences. You know what I mean?
So I mean, long story short, she asked me millions of questions. I answered every question. I was like, yeah, then I want to go to Africa. I said, listen, I just got off a relationship, man. You know what? I'm not here to mess up. I'm not here to play no games.
Not that night, but eventually we had that conversation.
You know.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is what it is. If we're gonna date, I'm serious.
This was the first night.
No. This was the first date. This was the first date. Now we can move on to the first date.
Okay.
After I got done with all my questions, we talked for the next 5-6 days, and then that next Saturday we went on our first date.
That's what's up.
And that's when he laid it down and put it on the table. Like, listen, I'm serious. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time. I want a wife. I want to have a family. ABC. He laid it all out on the table with me, and I was like.
So how did you feel? Because I'm sure you met all the bullshit.
Right.
So to be on a date and have a serious man sit across from you and tell you that he wasn't about games, how did that make you feel?
It took me back. Like, I was shocked. You know, I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, and that's how I'm feeling too. You know, in my mind, that's what I'm looking for. Because if I can't have that, then I don't want anything. I was perfectly happy being single for as long as I had been. Like, I was good. You know, either way. So when that happened, I was just like, okay, well, let's see if he's serious. Not that I didn't necessarily believe him, but I'm gonna ride this thing out and see where it goes. You know what I mean? I gave him the benefit of the doubt, basically, and he's been consistent since day one. That's the one thing I can say about him. I've never had to question if he was all in, you know, with me, or he was always consistent, and his words, he mean what he says. And that's slightly new to me. You know what I mean? I'm still getting used to some of the ways that he are, which are good things. It's just something that I had never really experienced in other relationships. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's dope, man.
Happy for y'all, man.
Thank you.
Real happy for y'all, man. How long has it been now?
What, May will be 3 years?
3 years, man.
Yeah, we're coming up on our 3-year mark.
Oh, y'all doing good.
Go ahead, jump in that marriage before he changes his mind. Nah, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, see, he got 11 months.
I know what to do.
No,
I got
because
no mind
Mama
to
already
change.
flexed off on you.
You know,
Oh, yeah, it's done.
It's
Everything
done.
about it, it's done.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know,
locked in.
I want to say something like, since I met her, our first date and everything changed.
Right.
Because I'm already changed person. I'm already on the path. Like, okay, I don't need anything less.
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody reasonable. I need somebody that can, you know, have my back. I need somebody that can tell me when I'm wrong.
Right.
And I need somebody can tell me when I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can direct me. Because every successful man have a successful woman behind him.
Right.
You know. So I see that she's the one from day one.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I told her, like, yo, listen, that's it. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't believe him.
How
You
did
know
you
what
feel?
I'm saying?
What made you
I
feel
told her
that?
the first day that I talked to her, how she speak to me, and how she just come from the dude was sitting beside her, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was talking to me across the dude's face. I was like, that's rude, like, you know.
She was serious.
Not really after all. He didn't pick up on all my hints in our conversations I was having with him. But, yeah, you know, I just went for it.
Yeah, so I mean, I said no, I'm not messing up. And the second thing is, you know, me and Q are friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, within a short time, she just put him on the spot. So I was like, no. You know what I want.
Shout
we
out
have a
to Q.
conversation.
Right.
So I always say shout out to Q.
Right.
And I'm not gonna mess up. I'm not gonna fuck it up forever. That's it.
Damn,
That was one of the
that's
best
what's
days
up.
you ever got out of bed, it sounded like to me then. Chasing money is not always that good.
Yeah, that's what I came over here to do. If
Yeah,
he would have
yeah.
told me I'd end up not only in a relationship, but
Yeah, before I
I ended
met
up
him.
finding my husband
Mhm.
over here when I just
Right.
came to work, you know what I
Right.
mean, and live my life, I'd be like, you smoking something, what's up?
Right.
I wouldn't
Before-
have believed it.
Before I met her, I'm ready to leave.
Yeah, you were on your way
Remember? I'm ready to
down,
leave.
yeah.
I'm ready to leave Kuwait. I was like, you know what? I'm ready to leave, but if this is serious,
A
Man,
good,
I'm
a
staying.
good woman would do that, man.
Yeah.
A good woman got me spending my whole check every time it comes. So
Yeah.
I feel it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
you know, we click and you know, it's I can't sometimes I figure that out, but I can't get my mind right up around our relationship, you know. Like it just comes so fast and it's intact.
So let me ask you a question. So, what are some positive things that you find different in dating an American woman opposed to a woman from your country?
Oh, there's a lot of difference. Dating American woman, different from African woman is like, you know, she know what she want, and she know what she demanded from you. You know, and as a man, you already know what you're responsible to. You know, because as a man, when you go to a lady, you have to be responsible. You have to take care of the woman, right?
Right.
So when the woman tells you, this is what I need, this is what I want, even if she don't say it, you already know, so you have to do it. You know, so by saying that, dating American women, okay, like, they know what they want, you know, without saying it.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
Some of them.
some
I second that.
all right,
Yeah.
some of them,
You just found
They
some-
know
Yeah.
what we know what we willing to. Most of us know what we willing to accept
That's true.
and what we
I
want to
get you.
accept.
you know, so when you see that, you know, to me, when I'm dating, I examine you, you know, your face, like when I see your face or when you talk to me, I know what you want. I know what you like and what you don't like. So I'm not going to do what you don't like, but I'll make sure that I will make you happy and do what you like. You know, within African women, you know, they're open, okay? They're also supportive and everything, but like they don't put you on the spot.
They hold you accountable.
They don't hold you accountable, and when they do something that you don't like and you talk about it, they don't take you serious. You know, when they make mistake, it's like, oh, what you doing? This thing that you did, I don't like it. So I mean,
you can't get that from an African woman.
No, she was like.
So she more of a light underneath your ass. Like, this is what you need to do. Don't fuck up. Don't sway. That's
yeah. She'd be like, okay, I don't want this. I don't want that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so,
good.
Okay.
That's good.
But if you tell her what
I don't want and what I don't like, she also
open.
like she open like okay,
that's
babe,
good.
okay.
Yeah,
You know,
that's good.
that's why we click.
Right.
You know, with African woman, maybe she did something that you're like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. She will say okay, but she will repeat it again.
Right.
That way you're gonna have a problem. So when the problem starts coming, it will come from the woman. But sometimes parents don't understand because African, when they get in a relationship or get in marriage, parents involved. Before you go out with someone, you know, the parents have to know that okay, when this person's out, she's with you. You know, that way when they need her, they can keep in touch with you. Like, where's my girl child? She's not home.
Right.
You know. Yeah, so
my girl
that's the
child.
difference.
So you like that
That's
she
all
was
she
free
want to do. What the hell, my girl
Yeah.
child?
without influences from the parentals.
Yeah.
So same question for you.
Okay, well, first, no disrespect to my Black American men.
No respect.
I love my Black American men. I love my Black men, period. But I think mostly what resonates with our relationship and the difference between the American man that I've dealt with in my life. First, I've never let a man treat me any kind of way. Let's just get that out the way. But I feel like the way that he was raised, maybe, the way he was brought up, he longs to be in a relationship. Like, he grew up wanting a marriage and wanting kids. And I feel like that makes a big difference in our relationship because a lot of, it seems like an American men that I've dealt with, they run away from relationships. You know, when they start falling in love and they're like, wait a minute, hold on, I ain't ready.
It's scary.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
get scared. But with him, it's like he embraced it. You know, he told me what he wanted. Not only did he tell me, he showed me that. And he shows me that like every day. He's so consistent. And I had never really had that before. I've always doubted, you know, my partner in a relationship. Like, yeah, he said he loved me. And he down for me. But is he really? You know, something might happen and make me question it. It's not infidelity. It's just certain instances. You know what I mean?
Right.
But with him, he just shows me like every day that he is consistent and he's all in. I've never had to doubt his love for me or his dedication to our relationship. And I think that's probably the biggest difference that I see in him. And I think it's because how he was raised, how that culture is brought up.
For sure.
You know.
That's what I would think. Because there's so many people in America, so many broken homes. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm add a little bit to what you said. No disrespect to my brothers, African Americans, because we have the same people back home. You know, like we have African men. Some of them don't take care of their responsibilities. You know, like get you pregnant, just leave you, or dating you, beat you up, and all of that stuff. You know, my mother did tell me from beginning. Before you go out there and talk to a lady that you say you love, and tell me about that lady, that means you love her. So when you love a lady, you don't put your hand on that lady.
Right.
Do not put your hand on that lady. Okay? No matter what, just talk to her. If you think she's not suitable to you, let her understand and let her go. But do not put your hand on any lady.
And that was from a young age, you know what I mean? He was brought
I
up
was
like that.
10, 11, 12, so you know.
So what I kind of took from this conversation is always keep your options wide open. Don't never
For sure.
live in a box thinking that this is the only way to go. You know what I mean? Because just how they found love outside of just their culture, like anybody can do that. You know what I mean? You just got to be willing to step out there and take that leap of faith and do that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's for sure.
I applaud y'all, man.
Thank
Yeah,
I
for
applaud
sure.
y'all for sure.
you. I mean, he's not perfect. I'm not perfect either, but I
Nobody's
think he's the
perfect.
perfect
Nobody's
person
perfect.
for me
Ain't nobody
and
perfect.
where I'm at in my life. So
But y'all doing good. Y'all on the right path. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm
For
happy.
sure.
The wrongs are not more than the good, so you know.
You said the gooch?
I said
No,
the
he
good.
didn't.
I thought we was about to go to the gooch again.
No.
Shout out to Jazz. What's going on? The gooch, I said, y'all messing with
It's
the
always
gooch stuff.
positive have to be more than negative.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
for sure,
right.
the
So,
good off. Yeah,
that might be
definitely
negatives, but it
outweighs
shouldn't be
that.
more than positive. So
Right.
that way you can, when you make a mistake, you learn from it.
Mm.
You don't make
At least we hope
mistake
so.
and make the same mistake again.
That's what you want to do.
Right,
When you make
right.
a mistake and you still make the same mistake again, something's wrong with you. You need to sit back and check yourself out. Ask yourself, what's wrong with me?
Insanity.
You need to figure that out. You don't just go out there like, oh, I'm cool, this fucked up with me, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. Then you still fucked up. That's
Yeah,
wrong.
prove yourself.
You don't believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself, so when something's going on, you can understand that, I'm doing something wrong.
Right,
So you gotta sit down and re-strategize yourself and then move on again.
Pastor Ray.
Yeah, it's a preaching.
2 times. 2 times. So what you got for us today? I know you said you
I
had
do
some.
have a
Let's shoot it his way. I want to see what this nigga say, because he's known to be a liar.
okay.
Wow.
He known to be a
All
liar.
right,
So let's get it.
I wanna ask y'all a question first and then lead into the topic. So
Okay.
have y'all ever heard of the God molecule?
I like this already. I don't know the definition, but I've heard the term, yeah.
Have you heard of the term the God?
Can I Google it real fast?
No, I'll tell you. You can Google it.
Well, go ahead and tell me how
Okay,
to
I'll
Google
tell
it.
you what it is. So the God molecule is a molecule that's found in humans and in nature and animals, right? It's called DMT. That's the molecule. And so what this molecule does is if you go down to like Brazil or Peru, you can find it, the highest concentration is in like this toad or a frog, right?
What you know about the toad?
Yeah, and so people smoke it, right?
Yeah,
and they have these different experiences.
Mhm.
And I've been reading and looking at videos, and people are saying like, if you want to do everything in moderation, but you can get to a point where you can control it, and you can dive into like your past life. So my question to y'all is not necessarily would you try it, but would you want to know your past life, or even do you guys even believe in past lives and things like that?
Me and my brother talk about this all the time.
You wanna go
okay.
for it.
So the one I heard about the toad from the Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike
Right,
Tyson
right,
talked
right.
about it, yeah.
And I also heard of ayahuasca,
I watched it, yeah.
right? So of course, I thought about taking it before. But so one part of me is like, that would be, I heard every time you take it, when conscious people take it, or people who are trying to elevate, that it's a positive. Well, it'll break you down first and then lift you up, right? So I hear that, but the other side of me says, I don't know what door that's opening. Because a part of me feel like that's the spirit world, right? And I don't know who that is. Because they say it's like a woman,
A watcher, they
Or
usually
something.
say, yeah, it's a woman that comes to you.
right, that come to you and start talking to you and telling you, and they say it's real, like it's people cry, break down, and all this, people it's life changing, they say. But I asked myself, what is the angle? Is it trying to help me? Am I just high, or is this something else that's trying to take me off from somewhere else? So I don't know. I don't know if I would try. I think it could be a good thing, but it could be a slippery slope, because I do believe in entities, spirits that don't have our best interests, that may come in the form of goodness or meaning you well.
Okay.
Well, on here they say it's a hallucinogen. Right,
Yeah.
so-
It's like a stronger.
You could take it and it could be something that you want to be, right? And it can make that true in your mind, make you think that it's a past.
I mean, yeah, supposedly the way that it works is kind of like, how we have serotonin.
Mm-hmm.
And if you give a lot of serotonin to yourself, it's like relaxing in the mood. So it starts to activate parts of your consciousness or more parts of your brain that you're using.
That'd be dope.
So that's why I think it'll be. I honestly believe, like after looking at all this stuff, I think that's what our ancient ancestors operated on.
For sure.
They're on a higher level of consciousness. They may have gotten it from DMT, not knowing, you know, what it was, because it's in nature, you know what I mean? But I think that's probably why they can't even figure out, you know, how they made the pyramids, because they were operating on a higher level. I want to do it because I want to know my past life. So scientists say that our brain capacity, we have the memory of 1 million gigabytes. So whether you believe in like reincarnation or past lives, I feel like that's when we can kind of tap into it. Because if you see what happened to Mike Tyson, he said he felt like 1,000 years of knowledge had passed.
Right.
Within those 15 minutes. It was like 15 minutes, but he said it felt like, you know, 2 hours or something like that. It was like 2 hours. So when you dive into there, you get
for 2 hours?
He said it felt like 2 hours, but it was only like 12 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Minutes. Most people
like
say the
old
longest
drugs.
is like
that
15
drug they
minutes.
used to have,
What, LSD?
LSD.
No,
The boat.
remember they used to have spice in it, salvia.
Oh, salvia. Okay.
Salvia. You said wasn't a drug?
Yeah.
Well, it felt like a drug. It felt like a drug.
Never used it.
Well, I tried to finish it.
Oh,
It made
okay.
you hallucinate, but it didn't take you like to that
To
extent
that,
like you were saying.
that
But
level, yeah.
like I was saying some weird shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it wasn't nothing like valid.
So let me ask you that. What makes you yearn to know of your past that this may reveal to you? Possible past.
I feel like it'll explain some of my characteristics, and then also it'll help me have a better map on where I can go. Because, you know, in our past, black people, Americans, Africans, whatever you want to call us, we achieved like some great things that have been hidden from the rest of the world. You know, we always put on the back burner. Like we just didn't give anything to society and the world. And I feel like when you know that, it gives you empowerment to move forward.
Yeah.
I'm empowered just every day based off the things that I've done, but I feel like if I could learn more from my past and the lessons I learned in the past and I can apply them to today, I feel like moving forward, I could be a better, more conscious person. So that's kind of what leads me to want to get to that point.
Blood.
I want to activate, you know, my subconscious. I want to bring it to the forefront and see.
Okay.
So
Some people never heard of it. But
I've seen all 4 of them.
So check this out. So actually, it's crazy that you said that, because this is what I was going to talk about. This was a topic that I had, right? So tell me if y'all follow this. I wrote this down today. So we need oxygen for our brain to work so we can think, right? All right. So we need trees to create oxygen, right?
That's correct.
We need our brains to work to think about God or higher power, right? Is nature critical to our existence physically and spiritually? Because if we don't have nature, then we can't exist.
Right.
So we can't even exist to think about. Because a lot of people say, no, you got to focus on God. Well, without nature, you won't even be able to get to the possibility of God. Because we need nature to eat. We need nature to breathe. We got to drink water. All this is the planet.
Yeah, spirituality connects you to that.
Right.
Is what I believe.
Right. So the other side of me says taking that stuff, the plants are alive. Like the planet is alive. So I can see it from that aspect.
Right. Yeah. For sure. I think that a lot of times, you know, I don't want to get nobody upset. But when it comes to spirituality and religion, that's just two separate. That's two separate broad topics for me.
Right.
Because you can't exist without spirituality, the nature. You know what I mean? I go back to our ancient ancestors. They understood that seemed like it because they took what they needed. They didn't overindulge in things. You know, they took from the earth because the earth gave, and they gave back to the earth. with religion, I feel like it's more laws just to control people, because with religion you have this box that you can't do that, you can't do this. If you do this, you're gonna end up here. It's more like fear instilled in you.
Is that not good for humans? Are humans not? Are humans? Do humans need to be controlled?
Only when they lack spirituality.
The Bible is built to control human. In my opinion, okay, the Bible is built to control human by politicians. You know, so
or the man.
You know, they tell you, okay, the Bible said, God. There's nothing called God. It's just a name that they put out there. Who sees God? Okay, so year of return is like to, thank African Americans or every black person out of Africa, you know, to honor them and, you know, let them understand that we still love them. It's not our fault that happened. You know, we are all in the same mess, but it's time to unite. It's time to come together to build Africa, you know, and whatever goes around, at wherever you are, if you're not comfortable, you have to come back home. There's always
and that's a real thing. That ain't just something that's just floating around on social media.
No, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's true.
Citizenship and everything.
Really?
Everything is real.
Yeah, I'm thinking
everything is real.
Think about why you thinking about it?
Well, because I still have a house. You know how the States is. I still got a house there.
We were talking about that the other day.
No. I just gotta.
You
can't just go into Ghana without
any African American friend that I have around me.
You know, it's
any friend that I have around me, I'm gonna make sure that, you know what, like, take this opportunity, because there's a lot of opportunity out there on the motherland. Okay, there's a lot of opportunity out there. So if you have this opportunity, you have to take it. Going back home will be so beautiful, and you'll not even stepping your land on the soil. You will never think of going back again. You know, but you need to strategize yourself. You need to be planned. You need to
have measures in place.
You know, have measures in place. Get prepared and everything. Go out there, visit. First of all, you need to visit.
I thought they was giving out like what we would call a 40 acres and a mule in America. I thought that's what they was giving out in Ghana. As far as like, you come back, we gonna make sure you straight.
Absolutely, there's a place like that. They have lands. The government have lands.
Like, they gonna put you into a residence. They gonna get you straight financially. They gonna try to.
They give you land. Okay, they gonna give you free land.
That's good though.
Yeah, that's
the
smart part.
I remember we have I know about 2-3 African Americans
and stuff like that, and then move forward. But yeah, they'll give it to you. They give you citizenship and everything.
Yeah, I know 2-3 about African Americans that they are chiefs. You know, one
Michael J. White.
One in the Cape Coast, one in Ashanti Kingdom, and one in Accra. Okay, so they're gonna lead you. You know, it's a community. It's something that is big. It's bigger than what you think.
And we can only speak for Ghana. So, like, back in the 60s and 70s, there was a wave of African Americans that went back to Ghana, and they're there now, and they have this whole community to where you can get into. They have a Facebook group and everything, and they will help you and guide you and get you squared away to live in Ghana. They've been there for like over 30 years. They got businesses and everything.
If you step Ghana today, you need to talk to African American to lead you. He's there. They have a Pan African American something.
They got all kinds
Pan
of
Africa.
to be honest,
Okay, so when you just test them, somebody will just come to you or just reply to your message, and they're gonna follow and then see where you are if you okay.
So what would the average Joe have to do if he say, you know what, I want to go, but they thinking I ain't got the money, I'm scared, I don't really know what to do. What would they do? You have some type of information that they can kind of link up with so that they can make that type of move?
Okay, so with that, I can't tell much about that one. Okay, because if you want to move to Africa, fine, somebody gonna host you, but it's not gonna be that long. You know, so before you move and stay permanently, you need to be prepared.
Right.
You know, if you're going to visit, somebody can hold you down and then, you know, give you a place to sleep, take you around and everything, like a month or two.
Right.
You know, so when you leave, then you need to prepare. Now you see the soil, you step in, you know what you want, you know. So, like, you seeing around and everything, every business that you want to settle down, you have the idea. So by you going back, you can plan on 2 or 3 years to go back and then set up your business or whatever, you know, and you're gonna be good. So people making it, and people doing video about it. Because I can give you a couple of people that you can follow on YouTube.
Eat, Love, Migrate.
You get all the messages.
You can follow her on YouTube, her journey. She's an African American female. And then I have 2 groups on Facebook that I'm in. African American Diaspora Community in Ghana.
Yep.
That's a community that will bring you in, let you and help you. And then Sisters in Progress of Moving to Ghana. That's another group that if y'all interested, y'all can join in.
Y'all run that back if you need to get it, or maybe I'll put it here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll screenshot it and send it to you.
I might.
You might.
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, people that are African Americans that are in Ghana now, they're calling on people. They tell people that, you know, yo, there's opportunities here. You need to come grab it.
Let me ask you this. So a lot of times in the U.S., us as African Americans think sometimes like, man, what if my ancestors wouldn't have got captured? Like obviously we are the lineage of the Africans who were caught and enslaved, and you weren't, because you still was born there and raised there. Because I'm sure a lot of them came from Ghana or that region. I don't know if it was Ghana then.
It was
but
Ghana. Yeah.
It's Ghana, Nigeria, it's Ghana, Nigeria,
See, Africans
Senegal,
nations, not those borders
Liberia,
that the Europeans
and Cameroon.
created for
But it
them.
wasn't
So when
like
you
in the
think of
1500s. The name wasn't Ghana though.
No.
Ghana
It
wasn't
was
even
Gold
where
Coast.
it is today.
Right. The
It's
British
called-
did all
Gold
that.
Coast.
Yeah,
It was
they
Gold
created those
It
borders.
was what was the
It
African
was
name?
Gold Coast because Ghana, the other land is gold.
What was the African? What was the? How did y'all? Did they teach y'all that? Like, what was the name in your tongue?
In my mother tongue, okay, so, you know, now it's Ghana. But in Gold Coast time, you know, we have tribes.
Nations. There was nations. It
Nations.
wasn't
You know,
really a that's what
country.
a country.
Yeah,
Right.
it was
'Cause
nations.
it was more like where Ghana is today. It's more up north, more west. Where the first map where they put Ghana was, if you want to look at all the nations, like the Songhai and all them.
So yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they created that small little excerpt
so now
of
it's
Ghana
on
now.
west.
But Africans, we operated. I say we
Of
operated
course, yeah.
in nations.
Gotcha.
So the Songhai, yo, this our left side right over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This
It
is our
wasn't kind of
territory.
how. Yeah, exactly.
That's what we hunt.
You know, because-
Right,
You know,
and you
I
can
think-
come in and eat, but don't try to own. You know, they weren't
Gotcha.
big on owning things. Like, oh, this is my land,
It's
I
free
own
land.
this.
It's-
No,
yeah,
it's
it's
free
free.
land. The land gives to us, and we give back to
Yeah.
it. Nobody owns anything.
Word.
You know what
So
I
like
mean?
what happened was like, you know, because these Europeans and Americans and the how do you call it, Portuguese and all that, you know, they're fighting to, I mean, demarcate, you know, the land, and they try to own, you know. That's why you have people speak French, you know, and you have people speak English, and you have people speak
Yeah,
Portuguese.
Spanish.
You know, in Ghana, people speak Spanish and Portuguese.
Yeah.
Are we
Really?
Ghanaians? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's now that it's changing. That's the capital. That's where the castle is. You know.
Yeah,
They speak Portuguese. That's why the English name and everything. You know. But we the Ghanaians, you know, we stand on our feet. That's why we still have our name and everything. Because they fight them. They couldn't settle in Ghana. In Ghana, you know, the Ghana where the I mean the
Like in
president is.
Kumasi, where they put Elmina
Yeah.
Castle.
The Elmina Castle is in the Cape Coast.
Cape
you
Coast,
know,
sorry,
that's
Cape
where they
Coast.
went. Because in Accra, no, you can't stay in Accra. The Ghans are not allowing nobody to come because we own, Ghana belongs to Ghans. We the Ghans, Ghana belongs to us.
You're saying during the slave trade they couldn't infiltrate Accra.
Yeah.
So do you think the people from Accra or your tribe sold neighboring Africans as slaves? Somebody sold
I'm
somebody.
gonna say yes because the chiefs, you know, they might get manipulation by money or
But most
something.
of them was prisoners of war. If you look back in history and you look about how, like, the tribes, they had beef with each other, obviously. And if you lose, you become a prisoner of war.
But it was millions.
Yeah, I understand that too. I mean, they went out and captured them too. You know what I'm saying? When you put them together, yeah, it's a lucrative trade. But in the beginning, most of the people were prisoners of war. My tribe went against yours. So I lost. So here go my prisoners of war. You know, but if and I'm not making excuses for Africans, but when I really dived into it, how they treated their prisoners of war was completely different. They could not have imagined the type of atrocities that the people would have faced going to America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a prisoner of war, but then eventually you can become a part of this tribe or go back after however so many years. You know, same thing with the Native Americans. You know, okay, we're going to keep you for 10 years. Indentured slavery. You know what I'm saying? They had no idea that
what they
the Atlantic
really
slave trade.
into,
Yeah, they had no idea what they was really sending them into.
So not to cut you off, I just want to get my original question. So what I was going to ask you, as Americans, sometimes we think, what if we was born in West Africa, because we would have a sense of identity, culture, because we feel like we lack those things, right? We feel like we don't have a rich culture and stuff, which I think we do as I got older. But we look at Africa like, dang, y'all got your language, you had your religion, you got your culture. Did you ever think, as a person living in Ghana, dang, I wish my family would have got caught and I lived there? Because I know Nigerians who say this.
No, I can see that.
Because let me tell you something about Africa.
They think America's
The Ashantis will do, and then the Fantis will do, but Ghans, no. Ghans will never do that.
What was the tribe?
That is why if you look in Europe, in America, or every other continent, the Ashantis dominate more. The Fantis dominate more. But the Ghans, like, we are few outside. Because you give him $1 million to leave the continent, he will never leave. He will never leave. Ghana, he will never leave. You know, so I grew up asking my dad, like, why y'all said, like, it was like, okay, the ancestors, they came over here, they like fishing, you know, so they just close to the sea.
Yeah, farmers,
you know,
and
so
fishermen.
they send the Ashantis to the bush, you know, in the forest. That's where the goats and everything are. And they don't know that, you know.
So y'all don't fantasize about America at all in Ghana.
Again?
Y'all don't fantasize about America at all. Y'all don't be like, man, I wish I had that American life.
I've met many Nigerians who wish they could have been.
I mean, his tribe specifically, he's saying.
My tribe specifically.
No.
What's your tribe?
Like, we don't give a damn about.
Ghans. We are Ghans. Like Ghana.
So there was Ghans even before they named it Ghana?
Yeah,
that's where they got the name from.
Yeah, that's where they got the name.
Okay.
So the airport, even our international airport, named from us, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, without being the Ashantis, okay, because they find the goats and everything, so they give it the goat to the whites to go to Europe.
Right.
You know, in America and all of that. So they just be traveling. And then we the guys were like, okay, we love that show, we be in the beach and we got our fish, eating our food, be in the lunch. I would tell my dad, like, why y'all come and settle over here? Like, when I was growing up, it was like, you don't understand, like, this is the place. That's why, everything is within Accra, not out of Accra.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Accra is the capital city.
That's the capital city.
For those who don't know.
Yeah,
How was Ghana
Ghana
when you went?
For me, Ghana was
it like something like you was like, wow, this ain't what I expected, or was
yeah,
it something?
it was amazing. Like, I felt something as soon as I got down off the airplane, like, and I hit the pavement. Like,
that was your first time in Africa?
That was my first time in Africa, period.
Yeah.
And you know, I was just walking around smiling because I seen people, like, black people everywhere, and every job, you know, when you come in, you get your passports of the black. I mean, it was just black people all around me, and I had never experienced anything like that. And then reality hit me because I didn't have my yellow fever card, which they was asking for, but I finessed my way out of that. And then I just felt something. I really can't explain it, and that's why I'm such an advocate for everybody going to Africa, like, because I ended up touching down in Ethiopia first. But that was a whole situation. But when I got to Ghana and I was settled,
right?
yeah, because we got laid over for a day. But when I actually got settled and I just went out on my balcony and was just looking out at the water, like it was just something that came over me.
How did you like? So you was in Ethiopia, you hit the city a little bit?
I didn't. I was kind of scared because I was by myself, you know.
Okay.
So they just took us. They transported us to the hotel, and then the next morning we went back to the airport. But I mean, Ethiopia was beautiful from what I saw. Like leaving the airport, going to the hotel and stuff like that.
It's different than America.
Yeah, it is because they got like donkeys walking down the street still with the cars. Like, it
Cows,
was cool. Yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Is that going on in Ghana as well?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
donkeys
man,
in the
donkeys
street,
and
cows.
chickens.
No.
Or like dogs, you know, like dogs.
So you were saying Ghana is nice because
You know, I'm saying that Ghana is the place right now, you know, that every African American or every black person outside the country want to visit. If you want to settle down, I'm not telling you to go settle down. You just have to visit and then see the place, know the place. You understand? You have your business mind already. Ask people questions. You know, you have to visit
People
one
are
or
so
two.
loving and welcoming.
You know,
like, they'll
everybody's
give you the
ready
shirt
to
off their
welcome you.
back and they don't even know you.
Everybody's ready to
You
show
know?
you what you want, what you want to know. They're ready to show you. They're ready to welcome you. You know, so with your business minded, just visit and have the plans that you need, and then you go there. I mean, just go like a little tourist, you know, and figure things out of yourself. Nobody's gonna tell you. Maybe you go visit, you're like, I'm not going back.
So just tell the people, Africa welcomes you.
Ghana.
100%.
Well, Ghana welcomes you.
It's not about rush. Everywhere you want to settle down in Africa, just do your research. Okay, just don't just pick your bag and say, I'm going to Africa.
Go visit first.
First of all, if you want to settle in Africa, you need to visit.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have the connection. You have people to watch a little YouTube. I'm gonna give you some, you know, YouTubers to follow. They give you the details. Ode Maya. You know, Ode Maya gonna give you every single.
Actually, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the links. If y'all got the links, we get the links. We'll post them down at the bottom.
Right.
If anybody interested in checking it out, you can check it on now.
So I want everybody to take the opportunity and visit to Africa, especially Ghana, and everybody's welcome.
For sure.
Whatever you need from Accra, you get it.
That's it. I'm Shaka Da Pharoah.
B-Ezzy.
Ray.
Brittany.
This is Beautiful Randomness.
And it was raining.
All over the place.